Hi, I'm Yaswanth. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to share my experience during my engineering days. So how I spent my 4 years of engineering effectively and got some productivity out of it. So basically, like, I'm not belong to a top tier college, or I'm not a guy with IIT or NIT background, not even a university background. So I came from a normal college. So when I got an admission into that college, like I felt, so I didn't felt much because maybe because I'm not that much aware of joining in a great college. So even like from school days and from the 11 or 12 that you're studying, then people will put pressure on you to join in IITs or NITs, try to write JEE mains or JEE advanced. So I too attempted JEE mains and I disqualified because I don't have much clarity on how important it is to get into a good college at the time. So I joined into normal college. So but like I realized it very quickly. So like it's not the college education that will really help you. So you need to be self-reliant on your skills, and you need to be a self-learner in order to make most out of your college life. So I used 4 years effectively, so I can say with pride. So when I joined in my first year of college, like I felt like most of the subjects in my first year are the subjects that we already studied in our school. So I thought of diverting my education awareness into other things. Like started learning new things with the help of internet. So the first thing is I started using internet effectively since my first year, so that is what really helped me a lot. So I used internet to learn new things. So I learned programming by my own during my first year, and once I'm good with that, so the other thing is the public speaking skills that I have learned. So I really like speaking in front of people, so not only in YouTube. So I can say, so even though there are 300 to 500 people sitting in my friends, so I love to address people, and that is really what increases my confidence. So yeah, during my first year of engineering, like whenever I get a chance to speak in front of people, I love that, and I really taken with both the hands. So I also participated in various competitions during my first year, like, or whatever it is, like it might be presenting a paper presentation or debates and all those stuff. So I participated and won many prizes out there, so which really boosts my confidence. And also with the knowledge of coding that I have, I participated in various coding events, hackathons. So yeah, it really helps me. So once after the completing my first year, so I'm in a good position, to learn anything by my own. So, and yeah, second year, like I concentrated on, so like I belong to computer science background, so whenever we entered into a second year, so we will be put in a department where the actual stuff will start. So but like I really didn't find much important things in my second year also, because the things that I saw in my second year so are already I have learned them in my first year. And like I don't have any computer science background people along with me, so I learned everything by my own. So yeah, like whenever I came to see the subjects in my second year, like I thought that these are all the basic subjects, and I thought they were no more useful to us. So I started learning new tech. So only instead of programming, so I also started to have a look at technology. So I learned web development stuff from my second years, and Android app development stuff. So instead of just learning them, like I built my own web apps. So I thought of starting a startup during my second year called Tentway, where the intention is to provide the engineering education stuff to all the people out there from different colleges. So it is what my intention, and I created a web app just using HTML and CSS and a little bit of JavaScript. So I didn't use any frameworks or templates and all of this. And that is where like I came to learn the actual part of web development, where people before 10 years used to build. So it really helped me because I learned everything from scratch. So once after that, like I continued going to colleges and giving presentations and winning prizes, and I'm doing that parallelly. So once after learning all those stuff, so I completed my second year. So I started third year. So in the beginning of my third year, so I learned this stuff, machine learning, deep learning. So because I'm already good in Python in my first year, so I thought of expanding my knowledge to learn these hot stuff. So at the time, machine learning is something which is a dream for many. So I try to learn my by my own. So, and instead of learning the libraries directly, I used to learn, start from the mathematics part, like linear algebra, statistics, and all those stuff. So I learned machine learning and I built various projects. So I still remember, like in my single semester, I built nearly 100 projects of machine learning. I skipped the classes. I just skipped the complete college many days just to work on some projects. I still remember, and I participated in many hackathons during the period, many competitions, and I won prizes again. So once after that, so in my third year, like I'm very much confident that yes, I can learn any kind of skill. So I concentrated on various skills, and that moment, like I started this YouTube channel. So I started, the initial days, like I started delivering whatever I know. So I didn't much focused on my the camera, the voice recording, the background and all the stuff. I just delivered what I know. And yeah, it also gave me some confidence to deliver content. So yeah, I'm active guy in my college. Like I used to start various clubs, I used to conduct various club meetings and various, I used to teach people the stuff that I know. So I'm very much active during my college days. So and also one more skill that I learned during my third year is networking. So I interacted with various kinds of people from different universities, different colleges, and different people who are already in the industry. It really gives me a clarity on how the industry will look like. And yes, I thought of going into IITs for my MTech. So this is what I felt during my first year and second years, because I missed I missed the JEE main. So I thought of doing that by clearing gate. So I prepared for gate few months too. So but yeah, in the third year, like I realized that education is not something that should be learned from colleges these days, because everyone can be aware of um, learning new things in the internet itself. So we don't need a degree or a post graduation to learn that. So I thought they were a waste of time, because once after looking into the subjects of how IITs and NITs teach, I thought for subjects we don't need an IIT, but for exposure we need IIT. So that is the thing, and that is the thing I missed in the early days. And yes, that is what I feel. But I thought like I have two options to go for that and to work on my own self. I thought I chosen the second one. So I worked on my own things. Again, I come with starting some new startup called Project Geek. It ultimately fails again. So I created a web app, and I learned various things on that journey. After that, like it all failed. It's okay if we fail. So I stepped into the final year. So I thought like I'm fit to get a job. So because getting job is not an issue for me at that time. So it is what I felt. And like I have cracked over 10 during my campus itself. So whatever, wherever the placement that I attend to, I easily get them, because I think I'm good enough, because I have learned everything from my own. So I think with the skills that I know, I know it is easy to get a job. But that is not my intention is. So I want something more, and I searched for that something more. And like I realized, so teaching people on all these content through my YouTube, and I want to build something great. So whenever I get into the full-time job, so once after my engineering, so I started working on that. So I created more and more content. So I built my online presence. So I tried to build my personal brand. So after that, like I managed multiple things. So it is what really helps me. So even now, like I'm managing my time effectively, just because I have a clarity on what I'm doing. And back to the engineering stuff. So these are all the things that took place during my engineering. So I never wasted an year in my engineering. And yeah, I advise people who are watching this. So if you want to know, if you want to be successful in whatever you do, success, I think you don't need to be a multi-millionaire or billionaire in order to be successful. So if you love you're whatever you're doing, it means you are successful. So it is what the success is. Not, it's not something related to money again. So if you love whatever you do, then it is success. So if you have any passion in your mind, if you have any goal in your mind, just work on them. And it is the advice that one can do. And one thing, like I topped my entire engineering. So it doesn't mean I'm not a good student. So I studied well. So but I never studied my academics. I studied my own on my own. So I learned various things by my own, and it makes me feel that all the stuff in my academics were easy. And yeah, that is all how my 4 years of engineering went on. So yeah, I hope like at least a few will get benefit out of this video. Thank you. If you like this, please share in your network.